Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever. Last time out we did this over here in St. Louis. Bunch of work. No signals or anything on that just yet, but as you can see, that's going to be quite an interesting little platform setup there. I don't know what we're going to be running in and out of there. Naturally, oil is going to be one of those things, but the other lot I am not so sure about. What are we going to be doing in this episode? Well, looking at your comments, there was a comment for having a passenger line in Green Bay, a passenger station or a bus route, one or the other, in Green Bay. Now that would mean I could just run one out of Milwaukee right along here. I mean, up to Green Bay, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. I think that's possible, and we won't have. Oh, could we have it going from? See, there's a lot to consider here. I haven't had any comments on this, guys. Come on, I need some comments on this. Who's going to comment to tell me? You know, is this bridge a good idea? Is this supposed to be going underneath, over, cutting straight through? I need some comments on that. Otherwise, I'm just going to. I'm going to leave that for a few episodes, but otherwise I'm just going to see it and do what I feel is possibly the best way to handle it. What we're going to start with though today is this little bit here. We've got this mini depot, a very mini depot, and this mini depot needs to have some rails going in on this side. So we're going to start by demolishing all of this and creating some railway that sort of filters through, maybe that way, like that. So that's two. We'll see if we can get any more hooked up on this. See, that's quite a. Oh, actually, that will work. That will work. Okay. And then that should hopefully go across. Yes, it does. And that should go across, which is fantastic. What I can then do is we can do that same. No, actually, that's still going to give us that connection, unless I get rid of that little bit there, that there, that there. Let's see what we can get out of this. That's horrible. I don't know how that's managed to do that. So we're going to... that's what it was. It was that little bit there. Okay, there. And then round like that. There we go. That will do nicely. Hopefully that should still count as one crossing. It does count as one crossing. And then... can we bring this in over here? It's not liking it. Too much curvature. Right, okay. Still just slightly too much there. So what we might have to do... no, actually we can bring... yeah, we can just bring it down like this, can't we? There we go. Why not? Why not? There we go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I did get a message. Oops. I did get one comment saying that I need to try and do more in a single episode. So that's exactly what I'm trying to do here. I'm not wasting any time. Whilst I'm talking, I am going to attempt to do some more stuff. Can we get this onto the other? Still too much curvature. But you know what? I'm wondering if we should just leave that just like that. Just a dead line. Here, we'll do this. Here we go. We'll do a dead line. Can that join up there? It does as well. So we'll do a couple like this or something. You know. Oh, that's horrible. Like, oh no, that's not right. Like that. There we go. No, no, come on. There we go, like that. And like that. And see if that just because it sort of would look a little bit more like how it should seem. or seem to look. Right, and then what we'll do is we'll merge all these together, so we just have these two lines. Actually, no, we'll use this inside, outside, inside line. Here we go. Right, let's see how that's going to connect up to a depot. So if we pop a depot in just here, another one that is. That's not the right button. That's the right button. Yeah, that's the right button. Okay, we'll use yeah, we can just use this little mini depot. It'll just look like it's sitting there next to it. It's an old depot. Do one. Why don't we put two in? Just because, as close as possible. There we go. Done. Good. Right. And then we can see if we can run one of these lines into this. Right. So that's what it wants to do. So obviously that's not what we can let it do. So if we were to make this curve like that, there we go, and then round. It's a little bit. That's better. In fact, can we cut that closer? Let's cut that closer. Let's cut that a lot closer. Let's go to like. That's close. That's pretty close. So as close as we can possibly get it, with that chance of, you know, just still leaving it some space in case of expansion, like that, and then like that. There we go. Good. Right, so we can run. We'll run two like so, and then we'll merge them up. Like, in fact, no. We won't merge them up. We're going to do this. We're going to be all fancy about this. We'll do it like that, and then we'll have another one like that, and then this one will sort of join up alongside that, like that. That's actually worked out almost perfect. And then we'll have this going around. No, come on. Construction is possible. I know it's possible. There we go. Because it is, at the end of the day, a yard, a freight yard, or a depot, at least. Right, like so, and then we'll merge these in a moment. So we'll go from there to, I don't know, there. I don't think a slip would be clever on. I'm just looking at that. That doesn't look like something that would slip very easily. So I'm going to do that. Let's have a look though. Actually, I suppose now that would be a decent slip. Well, we'll leave the slip there anyway. And then what we can do is, just because we're going to be a little bit fancy about this, we can actually run another line here, another line here, and we'll do that. We'll do that. This one will slip in here at some high speed. There we go. And then from here we can have it further slipping, not that far, slipping out there. There we go. That's quite nice. That looks good to me. And then from here we're going to see if this works. So if I was to, oh, it doesn't like that, does it? So what we'll do is, just from here we'll have it branch out at that kind of a rate, and then we'll, there we go, it wants, there we go, now it wants to do it. Awesome. Oh, actually, you know what, no, even better, let's make use of that, like that. There we go, and then we'll slip it. Awesome. And then we can even, just for a pretense, do this, and then like that, and then, yeah, that looks good. And then maybe from here, for a more serious approach, not that one, across. How do we get it across? Like that. I don't like that one. It's like it dips down a little too much. I'd rather it didn't do that. We'll sort that out at some point. We will sort that out at some point. There we go. Look at that. All these work. All of this is working. So now we've actually got a more freight-like freight yard. That bump really is annoying me though. So actually, no, I'm going to fix that right now. Now you go back up to there. You guys. Okay, so you guys need to sort yourselves out. So right. I should have known that that was going to happen. There, and there, and there. Right, so what was it? It was off this one, going out here. Now, I'm going to try and keep that flat. There we go. So we'll keep it flat for this, just for this section here. Then it can dip itself down. Then I'm happy with that dipping itself down. Good. We will then go, what was it? It was out like that. And then it was across and in. Was it onto this one? Yes, it was. And then we had it over here. In some fashion, we managed to hook this up, didn't we? So it was like this. Something like that, was it? I think so. Now, why is it doing that? See, now that section's fine, but this is not. I need that to be... Actually, do that. There we go, and then keep that flat. That's better. That's better. No, now it wants to... That's not what I want. Why is it trying to do that? That's better. Okay, good. Let's leave it like that then. That's not ideal, but okay. And then because we can be awkward about this. As awkward as can be. There we go. So now we've got a much more function. Now I did say when we first built this that we would do some expansion upon this, and now, well, we've done the expansion. So there we go. And we now have a great line out of there. We also need to now work out the function of this line. So we've got these two that are going to curve around. I think we'll boot them out. Sort of. Again, I don't think we should join these up. I was thinking about this since I recorded the last episode. Because they are going to swerve around like that, aren't they? But, we might want... we might want different platforms. So how are we going to sort out the platforms here? Actually, no. We can deal with that. We're okay with those platforms. Now, this is going to run alongside for a while, and then it's going to split off. So we'll leave that section. I think we're pretty good over here for now. Let's take a screenshot of that. This crazy contraption we've come up with. Because that's going to be a thumbnail. There we go. Screenshot saved. Alrighty, let's go up here and let's see what we're going to do with this whole Green Bay area. So we want to run something from Madison. No, sorry, from Milwaukee. So it's going to be really a short run. It might just be a stopper service. No trains passing through. Or we could have... Well, no, we don't want trains passing through because the passenger trains are going to go up and across here if they've got to pass through. Right, yes, and then they'll just sort of sweep in just here. That's the idea. They'll sweep in just there as they go through. So let's demolish that and let's put in a passenger station nice and quick. We want... Now, normally our passenger stations are what? 360 meters? I think a 200 meter passenger station for this will be fine. So this is going to be our first small station. I think Sudbury will have a similar station. We'll give it 4 tracks. The only reason I'm giving it 4 tracks is just in case we decide at a later date that we're going to have something passing through. And we will put it... We'll have it curved actually. Nope, wrong way. Like that. So we can have it sort of like so. Yep, that's good. Because then it can run out there if we ever need to. And then it can run down here. Right, okay, brilliant. Let's put the bus stop in. Even though we're not going to need one. So we're going to use a small one here because we may not end up using it. And then let's see what we can do out of Milwaukee. Now Milwaukee may need to come up to that. That may need to happen at some point. I think that might be something we need to do. Might actually make the station smaller in Milwaukee actually. Right, so let's do 3 buildings will be removed. Where is it going? Right there. Let's add in the terrain, contour lines, that's what I meant. That one we want to worry about. So if we could just do that and that, there we go. And we'll sort of sweep it through this forest. That's good. Fairly flat all the way, which is the important part, of course. Then we will... That looks good. That looks good. Then we sort of alongside this. And then what's it like if it wants to go straight into here? What does it want to do? Okay, so that's... I'm all happy with all of that. And then this part I'm not. So I want to do that. I'll do that section. Then we'll see if we can... it's just a little bit... It's just a little bit of a hill. Right, okay, there's nothing we can do about that. Okay, well, we'll just run it through. And we're going to run it on these 2 lines just here. There we go. That's actually quite nicely done. Quite happy about that. What do we need to do next? Let's have a look. Well, since this is going to be an end, let's put the diamond crossing in. Now we've got platforms, we don't need to worry about a diamond crossing messing up a route or anything. There we go. Done. And then I tell you what we'll do. We've got this Chicago-Milwaukee line. Let's go Chicago. Oh, no, that's not what I meant to do. Chicago, Green Bay. There we go. Get rid of that as well. So after Milwaukee, up, and away to Green Bay. Right, what platform are you picking? You're picking platform 4. I want you to take platform 3, please. Thank you. For now, anyway. And then that will come back, and then we'll add in Milwaukee again. That's going to take platform 1 on its way back. In which case, we do not... we don't want that, actually. That's wrong. That's on the wrong side. We want this to be platform 1, that to be platform 2, that to be platform 4 then. That's better. Right, so those are going in on this side, they come out on that side. That's how it should run. Okay, that would have been a disaster. Good, right, we've now got some more trains. So now, Green Bay is now operational. We've managed to do that. What we need to do is we need to connect up this little quarry area. So I'm actually going to connect it up with a small country road. No, medium country road, actually. Just because I kind of don't want them to be building too much in the way of housing. There we go. So that's the quarry connected. The woods are connected. The farm we're going to have to worry about. What else do we need to really worry about? I think everything else in this area that we're using is connected. The oil is connected. Yeah, everything else is connected here. So we are okay. It's that oil that we're going to have a bit of concern. Where could I take that oil? Leave it in the comments box. Do you think I should take that down to Green Bay or up to this and then back to up there and then down? I think down here would be nice. But anyway, that brings us to the end of this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transport Fever. Leave a comment in the comments box below letting me know what you think of what I'm doing so far. Any ideas you may have, like I said, important. I need some tips. If I don't get any tips in the next couple of episodes, then I will go ahead and do something myself on this, and then we'll have to see. Next episode, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to see if I can get some buses running in Chicago and Naperville, and we might catch a bus ride. I don't know. That might be a good idea. Let me know what you think of where I should have buses and stuff. I'll do that maybe in the next episode, and if not, it'll definitely be coming up soon. Thank you very much for watching once again, and I will see you guys in the next episode of Transport Fever.